Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to day 13 of albums that are 40 years old in 2025. Didn't quite make it to Friday the 13th. It's Thursday the 13th. That's okay. All month long, we're counting down 28 of our favorite albums released in 1985 across all genres. I'm not really ranking mine. But these are my 28 favorites released in that very good year, very, very strong year, 1985. Maybe not quite the number of classics that we had in 75, right? I mean, the 70s were special, but still a lot of really great albums in 1985. And today, for day number 13, this is the sixth studio album from this German band, released February 25th, 1985. Well, we got a February baby here. Not too bad. Birthday's, what, a week and a half away. Recorded at Dirks Studios in West Germany, produced by the man himself, Dieter Dirks, for RCA Records in Europe, Portrait/Epic Records here in the States. I'm talking about Metal Hearts by Accept. Yes, indeed. Part of the, I think, 3-pack of really, really great albums from Accept. You could argue that Breaker's part of that, but for me, it's, Restless or Wild, Balls to the Wall, and Metal Heart. For me, that's like the cream of the crop when it comes to Accept, especially with the, what many people consider the classic lineup of the band, and that is Udo Dirkschneider on lead and backing vocals, Wolf Hoffman, all sorts of guitars, backing vocals, Georg Fischer, guitars, backing vocals, Peter Baltes on bass, backing vocals, and Stefan Kaufmann on drums and backing vocals. Yeah, to me, this is the classic lineup of the band. Pretty much. You could argue one or two of those guys, but they had a somewhat stable lineup for a few years in the 80s, and when you crank out your classic albums, you kind of consider those the classic members of the classic lineup. So what do we got on here? We got the title track, Metal Heart, which I think is absolutely terrific. One of their great songs. Just a great anthem to kick off the album. Great chorus. Killer guitar from Mr. Hoffman. Yeah, it's a great song. Midnight Mover should have been a hit. That's such a catchy tune. It's heavy, but man, it's just the chorus is so unforgettable. Just a great fist pumping anthem, so good. Then you got Up to the Limit. You got, I mean, love Udo, but I don't really think that Accept we're ever going to be like a mega band with that voice of his. And some may argue, well, look at AC/DC with Brian Johnson, right? Yeah. But I think Udo takes it up a notch as far as like the gravelly type of voice goes. I personally love his voice. I think he's great. But, this band didn't really have the look. There's the voice. Hardcore metalheads, of course, obviously love this band. I love this stuff. But I think the masses, they were kind of like, that's just a little too out there for me, possibly. But great songs, right? Up to the Limit, so good. Wrong is Right is terrific. Screaming for a Love Bite, man, so catchy. There's a lot of great catchy songs on here. I remember when this album first came out, totally into it. I was thinking, why isn't this selling more? Because there's just so many great songs on here. Too High to Get It Right, another really catchy metal anthem. Dogs on Leads is fun. Teach Us to Survive. You got Living for Tonight is terrific. And then, of course, Bound to Fail. Arguably, I think the album is a bit front-loaded, right? Side 1, absolutely amazing. Side 2, really good. Not quite up to par of side 1, but still really, really strong stuff. Really like this album a lot. Let's go to the charts. Canada, number 86. Finland, number 8. Germany, number 13. Thought they might have done a little better back in the home country, right? Japan, number 47. Norway, number 9. Sweden, number 4. Right? So Accept doing pretty well over there in Scandinavia. Finland, number 8, right? So you got top 10 album in Scandinavia. Pretty cool. Swiss charts, number 14. UK, number 50. And here in the States, the Billboard Top 200 made it only number 94. So a bit of a drop-off from Balls to the Wall, right? Which was the bigger seller here in the States. No certifications on this particular album. And singles, we got Midnight Mover, released March of 1985, so about not quite a month after the album came out. Metal Heart in Japan, also released later in the year in 85. And then in Europe, Screaming for a Love Bite was also released a couple months after the album's release in Europe. Screaming for a Love Bite, pretty damn catchy too. That's the thing with this album. I think that there are more kind of can't miss catchy anthems on here that could have been possible hit songs either on radio or on MTV. Don't think this album was really quite pushed enough by the label. Kind of a shame, because I think it's a really, really strong album in their catalog and an underrated gem. There are times I even enjoyed this album a little bit more than Balls to the Wall. Restless and Wild obviously is my favorite, but yeah, I really like Metal Heart a lot. Quite good. And got any pics of the band here? There's nothing. It's just all a bunch of blue. All a bunch of blue and lyrics. That's basically it. But yeah, that's my pick for today. Metal Heart by Accept. Let us know what you think of this album down in the comments below, as well as your pick for today. Day number 13, Thursday the 13th. And we'll see you here tomorrow for number 14, right? What do we got coming up on the channel? We've got Friday morning at the Funhouse tomorrow morning with Martin Popoff. Yes, we are going to do that yearly exercise in announcing and talking about the nominees for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I know so many of you think it's all just a load of crap, and you know what? I would tend to agree with you, but it makes for good conversation anyway. Just simply to talk about all the artists that are even being considered and kind of what we think about them, and are they rock or not, or the ones that are kind of no-brainers, and like, why is it even a question? There's a couple that are on this list this year that, like, if it was up to me, should have been in 30 years ago, right? But nobody asks me or Martin. So we're going to talk about that tomorrow. We've got Ken Golden and the Pressers picks tomorrow afternoon. We have got Jamie Laszlo and the review crew doing an all Ohio episode. He's got a full cast from Ohio talking about all classic Ohio music. So that's what's happening on Saturday. And then Sunday, one of those Ohio guys, Grant Arthur, and I will be ranking the albums. We got a double shot for you, 2 episodes for the price of 1. 2 small catalogs. We are going to be ranking the albums of Neil Schon and Jan Hammer. They did 2 pretty cool albums together, and the 2 albums by the Traveling Wilburys. So 2 separate shows talking about these 2 bands with very short catalogs and how we see each one of them stacked up against each other. So that's coming up on Sunday, 2 episodes of Ranking the Albums. And don't forget, next week, we got the Monsters Den coming back at you next week. We're going to be doing our 2025 Monsters Den Film Hall of Fame, the inductees. You guys have been voting all month. We're going to be picking the winners and announcing them on this next Thursday's edition of the Monsters Den. So see which films made the cut that will enter into our Hall of Fame. And we'll see you then. I'm Pete Pardo. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube all together all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as a post. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also down below, we got the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, our merch page, our Cameo page, and the Sea of Tranquility membership options, all included down below. Thank you in advance for all you do support the channel. And we'll see you soon here with more stuff. Should have some new reviews over the next couple days for you, too. I got the new Bumblefoot. I'm ready to post a review on that. Got the reissue of the Cacophony album, Go Off. Got, God, what else we got here? All sorts of cool stuff. Sailor Free and Confirmation Bias and Nectar and Jason Bieler. All sorts of stuff. We got the new Tremonti coming in any day now. So we got that as well. So lots to talk about. Lots to review. Stay tuned. I am Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.